Hello, this quick walkthrough of this RV. Thank you for choosing us. So I usually do the outside and then show you the inside. So this is a 23 feet RV. Length is 23 feet. Height is 12 feet, including the air conditioner. And width is about 8.5 feet. Regular gas. All right, so basically you got these keys. So for the side entry, you got these are your keys. So the square one is for the top, and then the circle one for the bottom. Yeah, you got that simple. And then you just open this up, and then from inside, when you open it up, you just have to lift up and then push. Yeah, lift up and push hard. Yeah, and then we also recommend to lock at least one of the locks from inside so that it doesn't pop up when you're on the freeway. All right, so we got some compartments here. Yeah, so this compartment is for your propane tank. So your propane tank is the one for your refrigerator. For example, right now refrigerator is relying on propane, but when you plug into the 30 amp at the campground, this is our 30 amp RV. So when you plug the 30 amp, it will switch to electricity. Your thermostat is powered by propane. Water heater is powered by propane. But when you plug in, you can choose the propane switch inside or the 110. If you plug in, and you can use the electricity, the 110 switch, not propane, to heat up your water. And then your cooking inside is powered by propane. So all these are propane features. So whenever happen to see it go to 1/4, you can get refilled at the RV stations, at the RV parks. They have many professionals who fill the the propane, or some truck stops also have propane refill stations. But this, I mean, it's full right now, so this should last you for a couple weeks. Yeah, it's pretty good, unless it's the winter time and you're using the thermostat for heating the RV inside. Maybe then that will consume the most propane, but the other things I mentioned, they don't consume much propane. All right, so here you have outside outlets. Also inside you have outlets inside. So remember, for the outlets, for all outlets, outside or inside, for the roof air conditioner, for the TV, and then for the microwave, for these things to work, either you gotta be plugged into the 30 amp at the RV park, or you gotta run the generator. So the generator is powered by the fuel tank, which is this RV has about 55-gallon size tank. So as long as you have at least quarter full of gas, the generator will work. So yeah, if you want to use those features, you gotta run the generator if you're not plugged in, or on the way to the campground, if the people sitting on the dinette area feel hot and you wanna, the air conditioner from the chassis is not strong enough to reach everybody in the back, so you can run the generator and then run the roof AC that way. So remember, that's how these things works. But the other things, they don't really need the generator. They just they work without generator or without plugging in, like the house lights. Yeah, the water pump. Yeah, it works off of the house battery, so you don't need generator for that. But anything, those things that require higher power, you need the generator. So this is your main storage. So the key for that is, as you can see here, is the silver one, this kind of square silver one. So that's the key for that. But remember, it has a tendency to break. So what you do is, after you put it in, don't put pressure on the key to turn it, and instead put pressure, like push this with your knee, put this part so that the tension could be released. Let me see. Yeah, the tension could be released. So instead of putting pressure on the key to turn it, you can just push this at the same time, turn it, then it will be easily move. So just a tip. All right, so this, yeah, just open it up. As you can see, these things here, they're supposed to hold the door. Where is this? Yeah, this one goes in here, you see, on this side. So they go on those clips right there. So you just push it. Yeah, then it stays like that. Yeah. If it's windy, be careful. Sometimes the wind might pop it and make it fall down on you, on your back, while you're working in the storage. So just kind of watch out. If it's windy, just maybe put one hand on here and then do stuff. So in this main container, I mean main storage, we put your chairs So it depends how many people going, up to 6 chairs we provide. So we got today's 4 customers, so we have 4 chairs. You have your table in the bottom, the silver one. You have your electricity connection for your 30 amp. So yeah, this is where it is. Open it up for you. Yeah, this is your electricity for your 30 amps. So this side, as you can see, this side plugs into the on the other side. So I'll show you. So on that, basically when you plug this in, remember one side has one of the plug from the RV side has a bigger side, so the bigger side goes on this one, so you have to align it, the bigger side on this one and then the other sides on this one. So you just align it, and then you can turn this to latch it. It will latch on the RV. So let me show it to you on that one real quick. Yeah, so okay, so as you can see, this is where you fill up your fuel, and then this is where the 30 amp plug goes in. So you just open it up, and then a little bit sunny today. Yeah, and then you just align the big one to one of the big ones right here, and then just push it in all the way, and then turn it to lock it, and then the other side just plug it to the RV campground. So it's a 3-prong is always for 30 amp. So they have a 4-prong too, but that's for 50 amp plug. So just make sure you plug it to the 30 amp, and then before you plug it in, make sure you turn off the switch from the RV park side. Yeah, make sure the switch is not on, plug it in, and then turn on the switch. And then once you turn on the switch, you'll see this here will have a blue light illuminated. So that's how you know that you're safely connected and you're ready to use all those appliances that I mentioned. So basically that's how you plug it to the, and then before you go, I just have it disconnect, and then you put it back. All right, so that's your electricity connection. We always keep it here. And then next is your dump. We keep your dump hose to dump your gray and black tank. So this RV has a gray and black tank. So the gray tank holds all your water from the shower, from the sink, from the hand wash sink, from the dishwash sink. All that goes on the gray tank. It's about 25 gallon. And then the black tank holds only the whatever comes from the restroom. So the toilet is only goes to the black tank. So that's how you dump those tanks using this hose. So as you can see, the clear side, that side is the one that goes to the ground of the campground. And then the other side is where you plug into the RV. So basically, let me show it to you. It's on the driver's side. So on the driver's side, this compartment right below your gas fuel refill, that's where it goes. So it's the same idea, you just open it up and then latch it to here. And then, yeah, that's where you see, that's where you, just remove this cover and then hang it somewhere up there, and then plug the other one of the hose, the side of the dump hose similar to this, plug it to here, just like the cover is plugged, and then connect to the other side to the campground. And if you have like some rock or some something to put on the other side, so that when you release the valves, the pressure sometimes it might pop it off. And then you might leak all over your campground. So make sure you put something, if you don't feel secure, maybe put something a little bit heavy on it, so that the flow could be good. So once you connect, first you dump your black tank. That's how it works. So black tank is always this side on the left side, the one on the left with the black lever. So that's the black tank. So you just pull it towards you about 3 inches, and then you dump your black tank, and then next you dump your gray, so that you can wash off the water, the hose. So you dump your gray after that. And then if you're gonna be parked at the campground, you can leave your gray valve open, so that whenever you take shower and wash dishes, you always dumping. But the black, close it, because it's recommended that you dump the black only once a day. So, or if you don't have option, maybe once every 2 days. But only when you want to dump, just release it and then close it back. Otherwise, if you leave it open, the smell from the campground will come up through the RV, so you don't want that. All right, so that's how you dump. Very simple. Okay. All right, so what else we have in the storage? So one of your containers for that, and then the next one is your water container. So So in here you got your water. So you got your basically this is the pressure regulator to protect the RV from high pressure coming from the campground to the RV. So this side you plug it to the RV park, and then the other side you plug it to it's also on the driver's side. So your dump is on the driver's side, your electricity connection on the driver's side, and then your water connection is on the driver's side. So you see just right here the city water, that's where you plug it in. So at the campground, basically when you pull in, you plug in your dump connection, you plug in your water, and then you plug in your electricity. Then you're all set. So plug it here and then turn on the faucet from the campground, and then basically you have unlimited water. Whenever you turn on any sink or turn on the shower, you have unlimited water. So that's you're good on that. That's how you connect. And this one, next one, as you can see, it says Sunny Flush. This is if you happen to go for like a couple weeks trip or 1 week trip, longer trip. This is how you plug the hose here so that you can wash the gray and black tank. But in order to do that, you have to be connected to the campground like dump connection, and then all the valves, the black and the gray valves, need to be completely released, so that whenever you decide to wash the tanks, we recommend if you happen to go to a 2-week trip, at least maybe do this once a week. But if you go 1 week trip, maybe you don't have to do that, but up to you. If you, after you dump the black tank, and if you still feel the smell didn't go away or something, this is the good way to wash your tank. So you plug it here, and then open the valves, and then you can basically run the water, turn on the water, and maybe not more than maximum 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe 5 minutes and stop. So plug it here, and then release the valves, the black and the gray, and then let it run for 5 minutes. That's just washing your tanks, and then stop it, and then yeah. So basically, this purpose is to wash your tanks, your gray and black tank. All right, so that's that. If you decide to do some outside cooking, we provide you with a propane stove. You just have to grab, let me see. Oh yeah, so you have the canisters here, in here for your propane tank, and then the plug for the propane. So you got that. So if you're into outside cooking, you have that. All right, so that's basically what's in the storage compartment. And next is the awning. So the awning, if you decide to use it, be careful. This is the most sensitive part of the RV awning, because the wind easily, they get damaged by the wind. So if you decide to use it, the switch is here, right by the entrance, on your left side of the entrance. That's where your switch says awning. So yeah, this one. So just make sure that when you press it, make sure your side door is not touching. It's not touching. So make sure you kind of stand right here, and then you pull the side door a little bit towards you, so that when the arm gets extended, it's not really scraping the door, So yeah, you just press it up, and then it just go up. Like, for example, if I do that, you see, it just go up like that. Just go up, and then you just keep going until you see the maximum fabric hanging, and then you just if you want to retract it, you just press down. The same switch, press down, and then it just goes back in. Yeah, so but the thing is, so if like for example today is very calm, no wind, those kind of days is safe to use. And then even if after you open it, make sure that you have to always keep an eye on the weather. If a high wind comes and maybe you're inside, you didn't realize, and then that's too late. So you kind of have to keep an eye on the weather, and then if you decide to go in, and if you're not using it, close it, just to be safe. Also remember, if the engine is running, it does work. It's a security feature, so it does work. So basically that's your awning on this side. And then ladder. So we have a policy, no climbing on the roof. So please don't let the kids or anybody climb on the roof. Only we go for maintenance. So some people try to go up to see high views or something, but things get damaged up there. So we have a policy, no climbing on the roof, please. All right. So next, if you want to do outside shower, it's the same key that opens the main compartment, and then you can wash stuff from outside. This is the compartment here, and this is your water heater. So you just press a button inside, and it's supposed to ignite, and it's supposed to hear it blow here. That's how you make sure that it's working. And then this side is your generator, so you don't need to do anything on this side. It's just a switch from inside, and then you crank it up. I'll show you how to start it. So this is the exhaust, and then it's not recommended to go to sleep while generator is running because of the fume. Just keep an eye, remember that. And then if you decide to use it, don't run it maybe maximum 6 hours. Yeah, don't run it more than that because it's gonna overheat. So, and then let it cool down for like a couple hours and then try to use it again, but don't really rely continuously, especially if you're boondocking, you know. So that's basically it. If you happen to go through a tunnel, you can press these mirrors, you can press them up, down like that, and they fold so that they don't hit anything. And if you want to adjust them, let me see if this one has an adjustment. Yeah, it doesn't. So you have to manually adjust it this way or up and down or sideways. So kind of sideways is hard, supposed to be hard, but make sure before you go you have to adjust it very well. And then your blind spot is extremely important because it's big RV. Many things could be hiding on the blind spot, so make sure that's all on your height aligned. So that's basically, just watch out for tree branches. They're the worst for RVs. If you decide to get a shade and go under a tree branch, many times customers end up hitting the antenna and hitting the sides. These are fiberglass, they're not like metal like those buses, city buses. So they're fiberglass, so easy to be damaged by trees. So just try to avoid trees. They're the worst for like RV body. So that's just some tip. All right, so that's basically it for the outside. And then now we do the inside.